lamplight low on the nursery wall. The shadows dancing, curtains fall. Daddy's boots by the bedroom door. Whole world safe on that wooden floor. I don't remember every word, but I remember how it felt. Like angels humming just for me, while sleep came slow and gentle. Lullabies in the cradle. Time stood still, the night was kind. Every dream I've ever held started with that song of mine. Now the cradle's tucked away, paint's worn thin, but love still stays. When life gets loud, I close my eyes and hear her voice against the night. Lullabies in the cradle, still rocking my soul to sleep. If I ever sing to my own child, I'll sing the one she sang to me. Yeah, the years may come and fade, but love remembers every way. Lullaby in the cradle. By candlelight, the world slowed down. Shadows dance in a quiet town. One more page, then off to sleep. Promises Mama knew how to keep. Curtains breathing with the night, crickets humming just outside. Her voice would rise and softly bend. Every story had a friend, she'd say, listen close, don't rush the end. Some good things fade so they can mend. Fairy tales and front porch truth, lessons wrapped in make-believe proof. Kings were kind, the brave felt fear, just like folks we love back here. Candle dripped like borrowed time, wax fell slow with every line. My eyes grew heavy, heart grew wide, safe inside her voice that night. By candlelight, she took me in between the now and where I'd been. Every word a prayer she said, long before I bow my head. still can hear those bedtime truths she held so dear. Life gets loud, but when I'm weak, her stories still teach me how to sleep. The candle's gone, but the story stays. Dishes clinking in the sink tonight, little sounds in a yellow light, a tighter laugh, a radio low. This is the kind of peace I know. Sunday plates stacked high and wide, mama rancing while dad drives. Grease-stained hands, a checkered towel, talking about work and the weather now. Sat quiet on a kitchen chair, watching steam rise in the air. Didn't know then what it all would mean. Love can live in small routines. Ain't no gold on these old floors, just honest days and open doors. Dishes clanking in the sink tonight, like a song you don't rewrite. Every clatter, every ring sounded just like everything. Now the sink stays clean too long, house too quiet, radio gone. But late at night my memory drinks from dishes clinking in the sink. Dishes clanking in the sink tonight, echoes of a simpler life. If heaven makes a home like this, it's gonna sound like clinks and bliss. Yeah, love don't shout, it gently thinks when dishes clanking in the sink. Father's hammer, mother's hymn, one built walls, one healed within. Nails and notes in perfect rhyme, raised a home, raised my life. Sun came up with his worn boots, calloused hands, nothing to prove. Every strike on splintered wood said a prayer the way he could. Kitchen light and gospel light, soft amen between times. She sang hope when money's thin, turned quiet nights to faith again. Father's hammer, mother's hymn, strength and grace would meet again. When storms came hard, we'd stand stand tall, built on love that held us all. I learned right from how they lived, more from what they never said. Work all day, forgive by night. Hold your ground, but hold on tight. If I'm lost and don't know when, which road to take or how to bend, I hear steel and melody, guiding hand still shaping me. Mother's hymn, still keep time deep under skin. I build my days, I sing them too, living proof of what they knew. When my hands shake, when I doubt, I build with love, and I sing it out. Father's hammer, mother's hymn, one built wall, one healed within. Nails and notes in perfect rhyme, raised a home, raised my life. The sun came up with his worn boot, calloused hands, nothing to prove. Every strike on splintered wood said a prayer the way he could. Kitchen light and gospel lines, soft amen between the times. She sang hope when money's thin, turned quiet nights to faith again. Father's hammer, mother's hymn, strength and grace wouldn't meet again. When storms came hard, we'd stand tall, built on love that held us all. I learned right from how they lived, more from what they never said. I work all day, forgive by night, hold your ground, but hold on tight. If I'm lost and don't know when, which road to take or how to bend, I hear steel and melody, guiding hands still shaping me. Father's hammer, mother's hymn, still keep time deep under skin. I build my days, I sing them too, living proof of what they knew. When my hands shake, when I doubt, I build with love, I sing it out. That axe by the shed still leans just right, handle worn smooth by years and nights. It never spoke, but it always said, do the work, son, like your old man did. Yeah, I learned who I am instead from father's axe by the shed. Rust on the head, hickory grain, smell like sap and summer rain. He'd sharpen it slow, no wasted sound, while the sun went down on working ground. Didn't rush, didn't brag or boast, just split the wood that winter needed most. He believed in sweat before prayer and prayer before sleep every night right there. I was 10 years old, boots too big, tried to lift it, barely did. He laughed low, said take your time, strength comes later, first learn the line. He showed me where the grain would break, how to read the wood before the swing you make. That axe by the shed wasn't just steel, it taught me what's right, it taught me what's real. Life won't bend just cause you beg, you swing straight or you swing again. If I ever doubt the path I tread, I think of father's axe by the shed. Now the shed leans like his old hat, door won't close but it's fine with that. His gloves still hang on the rusty nail, smell like smoke and pine wood trail. He's been gone longer than he stayed, but that axe never moved away. Didn't leave much money behind, just a way of living, a steady mind. Said leave things better than where they've been, that's how you measure a man, my friend. That axe by the shed still waits on me, like it knows I'll come back eventually. When my hands shake or my faith feels thin, I grab that handle and breathe him in. If my boy asks what shaped my head, I'll point outside to father's axe by the shed. Wood falls clean and the lesson stays. Mama's Bible by the window, pages worn in letters thin, sunlight laying on the words that always led me home again. Curtains swaying in the breeze, dusty roads, bare feet and knees, coffee cooling on the stove while faith was quietly overgrown. She never preached, she never cried, just lived the truth she held inside. restless mind. She'd read it soft at break of day, before the world could pull away. Said, boy, don't fear the long, hard road. You're never walking it alone. Now that house stands still and bare, the peace still lingers in the air. I hear her voice in quiet light when doubt knocks late at night. Mama's Bible by the window, still catching morning sun. Every lesson, every prayer lives on in what I've become. If heaven's close to anywhere, it's where her Bible rested there. There's a weight in my pocket I don't need to win, still keeps count of another kind of time. Scratched up silver, chain worn thin, held more years than it ever did skin. Every second sounds like his breath, still teaching me how to live with what's left. Dad's pocket watch ticking, slow and true, keeps on moving like he always knew. Every tick says, son, don't stop, even when the hands don't wanna talk. Sunday suit, same old tie, he checked the time before he said goodbye. Never rushed, but never late. Showed me patience was a kind of faith. I hear it late when the house won't sleep. That little sound keeps time with me. Dad's pocket watch ticking on my chest marks the moments I loved him best. When the world won't wait to stop, I trust the rhythm that he taught. Get shaky, years run fast, trying to hold on to what won't last. But time ain't lost, it just moves on like his voice in an old work song. Steady and kind, keeps his heart close to mine. When my days feel wound too tight, I slow down and I get it right. Still counting time, still keeping him near. chair by the window frame, sunset painted amber flames. He packed that pipe so slow and wise, like time itself would wait a while. Smoke curled up in lazy lines, telling stories without words or signs. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories drifted through our family tree. Every breath a lesson learned about patience, love, and bridges burned. Didn't talk much, didn't boast, but that silence meant the most. Yeah, life made sense in gentle ways through Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. I'd sit quiet at his feet, counting knots and worn out seats. He'd nod once, then tap the ash, like he knew how long things last. I didn't know those simple nights were shaping me for tougher fights. Slow down, boy, listen close. He'd seen fields turn green to dust, lost some things, kept his trust. Worked the land with steady hands, loved one woman, kept his plans. The pipe was more than smoke and fire, it held the weight of years entire. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories hung like truth in open air, said more than sermons ever could about staying kind and being fair. When the world feels loud and fast, I breathe in echoes of the past. Yeah, I still find my way these days through Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. Now the porch is quiet still, no chair rocking by his will. But sometimes late when dust turns blue, I swear that smoke comes drifting through. And in that calm, familiar haze, I hear his voice say, take your time, son, stay. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories live on deeper than they seem, in the way I hold my tongue and the roads I haven't run. If wisdom ever leaves a trace, it lingers soft, not in a race. Yeah, my compass on these winding ways is Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. Smoke fades slow, but the lessons stay. Sister smile could stop the world a while, like sunshine through a broken day. She made the hard things fade away. Barefoot running down the drive, hair in ribbons, eyes alive. She'd laugh at things I couldn't see, like joy was always chasing me. When I fell hard, scraped my pride, she'd just grin and stand beside. Didn't say much, didn't try, just smiled and made it alright. little sister's smile was pure and undefiled. In a house of worries piled high, she was our calm, our lullaby. Years rolled on like fields of grain, different roads, same last name. I see that smile when times are tough, reminds me I'm still strong enough. Some people pray, some people run. I remember who we were when young. If hope had a simple style, it looked like my little sister's smile. Little sister's smile still walks with me each mile. No matter where this life may lead, that light still lives inside of me. When the night feels long a while, I close my eyes and see that smile. Crickets hum by the broken gate, moonlight's thin, it's getting late. Daddy walks with a steady hand, a lantern swinging, light in the land. The lantern glow don't scare the dark, just shows where you are. In the quiet, I always know I'm safe inside my Father's glow. You check the fence, count every cow, say son, night listens, speak soft now. Oil and dust on his callous skin, but his voice felt like home tucked in. Every step he took out there said love without a single prayer. Stood tall in that steady glow. Yeah, the dark learned how to slow under my Father's land glow. Now the barn stands quiet and still, the lantern's gone, but I feel him still. When the world gets heavy and cold, I light my way the way he showed. Father's lantern glow lives on, and borrowed light I'm passing on. When my own kids lose their road, I'll walk ahead, I'll be that glow. Crickets hush, night let's go. Still see the path in that lantern glow. There's a weight in my pocket I don't need to win. Still keeps count of another kind of time. Scratched up silver chain worn thin, held more years than it ever did skin. Every second sounds like his breath, still teaching me how to live with what's left. Dad's pocket watch ticking, slow and true, keeps on moving like he always knew. Every tick says, son, don't stop, even when the hands don't wanna talk. Sunday suit, same old tie. He checked the time before he said goodbye. Never rushed, but never late. Showed me patience was a kind of fate. I hear it late when the house won't sleep. Little sound keeps time with me. Dad's pocket watch ticking on my chest marks the moments I loved him best. When the world won't wait or stop, I trust the rhythm that he taught. Hands get shaky, years run fast, trying to hold on to what won't last. But time ain't lost, it just moves on like his voice in an old work song. Dad's pocket watch ticking, steady and kind, keeps his heart close to mine. When my days feel wound too tight, I slow down and I get it right. Still counting time, still keeping him near. Morning sun through lace curtain seams, coffee hums like an old time dream. Floor on the counter, radio sings. I grew up holding grandma's apron strings, grandma's apron strings tied to my past. Lots of love that always lasts. When the world pulled hard on me, I held tight to what I used to be. She patched my jeans, wiped my tears, told me stories about better years. Said, boy, life a smile only heaven could make. Every prayer she whispered low still walks with me wherever I go. Grandma's apron string, worn and kind, stitch my heart one seam at a time. Even now when I drift and roam, those apron strings pull me home. Now the kitchen's quiet, chair don't creak, no cinnamon air, no gentle speak. But love lies don't disappear. It just lives deeper every year. Grandma's apron strings, camera bound, still wrap this boy when I'm feeling down. I may be grown, but truth still reigns. I'm forever tied to Grandma's apron strings. Time may cut most earthly things, but not Grandma's apron strings. Bible on the table, pages worn but never old, names written by hands long gone, still teaching hearts and holding souls. Morning light through lace curtain lines, coffee cooling, ticking time. Mama hums a Sunday tune, dust floats slow in a quiet room. That book's been there since I was small. Birthdays marked in faded ink, promise is stronger than we think. Grandpa's name, a careful pen, beside the words amen. Family Bible on the table, between the salt and pepper stand. More than words in leather bound, it's the story of who I am. Across the states, but every road that brought me home led me back to what I'd known. Mama's hands a whispered prayer, Dad stood quiet, bowing there. No big sermons, no demand, just faith resting where we stand. Family Bible on the table still waits for me at day's end. When my hands are tired and weak, I read it like an old friend. If I leave this world someday, let it say I tried my best, put my name beside theirs in that Bible on the table. She never said the number, just the words. I've read it in 1,000 books, underlined, explained, mistook, but none of it ever looked like her voice. Mama's Bible verse wasn't written, it was her, in the way she loved us first at home. Supper cooling, windows cracked, screen door humming, welcome back. She'd say it soft like that, amen. Mama's Bible verse, read me right when I was hurt. Never perfect, never rehearsed, just true. I wandered far from wooden pews, lost the way I thought I knew. Still her words came breaking through. Somehow you're not alone. Lives between the lines I've learned. Every time I try to serve love, lights go low, the house goes still. I hear it still. Mama's blue dress swayed in the room like summer air and Sunday hymns. Every memory I hold on to still smells like rain and cheap perfume. Closet door with a broken hinge, that dress hanging like a promise kept. She wore it thin but wore it proud, even when times were tight as bread. Church bell ringing, gravel light, she smoothed the wrinkles I never saw. I learned grace from the way she stood, head held high, back straight, heart soft. She never said much about the past, but love spoke loud in every task. Mama's blue dress, faded seams, held together our broken dreams. Every fold, every thread carried the prayer she never said. Now that dress is gone, just photographs. Edges curl, colors crack. But when the world feels cold and cruel, I still see blue, and I stand back up. Laundry line in the afternoon, wind telling stories it always knew. That dress danced slow above the ground, like mama's love without a sound. Mama's blue dress, memory deep, taught me strength I still keep. If heaven keeps all things that last, I know she's wearing blue at last. Your mama's blue dress, still walking with me through the past. This house ain't fancy, paint's worn thin. Our roof's seen trouble rolling in, but every crack has heard our prayers. Every night someone cared. Love built these walls, not brick or stone. Held us together when times were cold. From whispered vows to hard-earned scars, love built these walls just as they are. Hands were tied, pockets dry, still we laughed at lullaby. Kids grew up in borrowed rooms, hope kept blooming like you. Ain't no blueprint for this life, just faith, forgiveness, sacrifice. Love built these walls, strong and wide, shelter from the storm outside. Every tear, every fall, laid another wall with love. Someday when the lights burn low and footsteps slow down on this floor, if these walls could ever speak, they'd say love was all we need. Love built these walls, stood the test, held our words and our best. When the world tried to make us crawl, love stood tall in these walls. If this house ever falls apart, love will still live in our hearts. Morning light through crimson leaves, shoes by the door, dirt on my knees. That old maple knew our name, saw us grow, saw us change. Home beneath the maple tree wasn't much, but it was me. Laughter nailed in wooden floors, love like roots beneath the porch. Mama's voice at supper time, Daddy's hand smelled oil and pine. Sunday bells, screen door slam, life felt safe inside that land. Home beneath the maple tree held our hearts like family. When the world felt fast and cold, that shade was where my soul felt old. I drive past years gone by, that tree still reaching for the sky. Paint is gone, the roof is tired, but the ground still feels inspired. Some homes fall, some fade away, but roots remember every day. If I'm lost or feeling blue, I'll stand where that maple grew. Home beneath the maple tree lives in every part of me. I may roam, I may be free, but my heart stays back there faithfully. When my road feels hard to see, I close my eyes. Home's beneath that maple tree. Rocking chairs know our names long before we say a thing. Even when the house stands quiet, boards still creak like they deny it. Every laugh just learned to hide out here. Time don't leave, it just leans in. A porch full of memories, cups of tea and quiet dreams. Every word that didn't need explaining. Fireflies and mason jars, stories told beneath the stars. Nobody was in a hurry then. That porch full of memory held our nights so patiently, taught our hearts how home could be. This simple. I left thinking I'd outgrow the slow way that love would show. followed me, you know, everywhere. Screen door sighs, crickets start, a porch full of memories, lives wherever I might be, prove that home still waits for me inside. Rocking slows, the dark draws near. I'm here, I'm here. One small flame against the dark, gird walls taught me how to walk, long roads taught me how to roam, motel lights don't feel like home. I still look for something warm at night. Mama's candle by the window, burning soft for me to see, even when I'm miles away. It waits for me. Screen door hums, the evening hymn, crickets sing, the world grows dim. Mama whispers, Lord, watch him. Amen. Faith doesn't sleep. Mama's candle by the window never asks where I've been. It just says, come back home. Again. Wax runs low, the years run fast, shadows stretch from then to past, still that light outlasts fear. I slow down. When the road forgets my name, when the night feels cold and hollow, I remember why I stand. Mama's candle by the window, flame still steady, heart finds home. Screen door slamming, barefoot feet, sweet tea dripping in the summer heat. Mama humming some old-time tune, sun hanging low like a yellow moon. There was laughter in the summer kitchen, echoes off them faded walls, flower on hands, jokes in motion, love louder than the radio call. Your time stood still in that old room, with laughter in the summer kitchen. Table scarred from 1,000 nights, stories told by porch light. Grandpa joking, kids talk back, burnt cornbread, nobody cared about that. If you listen close, you can still hear all those years, still right here. That laughter in the summer kitchen rolled like thunder, soft and kind. Every crack in those old floors held a piece of better times. No riches there, but we were rich, with laughter in the summer kitchen. Now it's quiet, just a ticking clock, dust on jars, door still locked. But every time I close my eyes, that room comes back alive. There was laughter in the summer kitchen, more than noise, it was a prayer. Held us close through leaner days, taught us how to love and share. Yeah, the house grew old, but we didn't miss nothing, with laughter in the summer kitchen. If heaven's got a room like mine, I hope it sounds just like that time. Laughter in the summer kitchen. Hallway light on a wooden wall, the evening settles, house goes calm. Front door closed, no words were said, just Dad's jacket on the bed. Dad's jacket on the bed still smell like rain and sweat. He ain't here, but somehow yet he's still around in that jacket on the bed. Heavy sleeves, a button gone, worn thin from years of carrying on. Shrug it off after a long day's work, say, I'm alright, like it never hurt. He taught me strength don't always a shadow cast. It looked like that jacket on the peg. Now winters come and summers fade. House feels bigger since he's away. But when the cold comes creeping in, I swear I feel his arms again. Dad's jacket on the peg teaches me how a man is led. If I stand strong through what's ahead, it's 'cause of that jacket on the peg. Yeah, time moves